You're struggling with your sound, and it's probably not for the reason you think. A lot of violinists obsess over weight and speed first before addressing these two fundamental things. Hi, I'm David, former associate concertmaster and a former triathlete. Let's get right into it. The first thing to achieve a great tone on the violin is a straight bow. You need to learn how to play with a straight bow. Let me show you two examples. That's pretty straight bow. And maybe let's try another one. Okay, so obviously, hopefully, you think the first one's better than the second one. I tried my best to keep the intonation the same, the vibrato the same. The only thing I changed was if I was playing with a straight bow or not. There are two parts to playing with a straight bow. The first is learning where to start. The second is moving the bow straight with the bridge. That's it. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do all of that. Okay, the first thing I want you to do before you start placing the bow onto the string in the same place is I want you to mark your bow in two places. And we're going to use tape for that. So you can pause the video here to go get some tape if you need it. Okay, so first place you want to put it is about a third up from the frog. And the second place you're going to put it is about a third down from the tip. So I'm just eyeballing it right now about the balance point here, and about a third from the tip. So it looks just like that. So now you have places to play. What we're going to do for this video is we're just going to play in the middle of the bow. And we're just going to start right here. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to go to the mirror. Okay, so now we're at the mirror. So as you can see, the violin is not parallel to the mirror. So instead of just moving the violin, I moved my feet. Also, I made sure the violin's up. Okay, now I put the bow to the string. The bow angle does not look that good, so I adjust. Notice I look down at the string first, then I look at the mirror, then I adjust. Okay, one more time. Now I feel like, okay, I'm starting to get it. Okay, I adjusted a little bit, but I'm starting to get it now. Looks good. Great. Now you're learning how to place the bow onto the same spot every single time. So important to learning how to play with a straight bow. Do this every single day before you practice. The next step in order to play with a straight bow is to move from that point you just practiced to the next point. And you have to go right back to the mirror to try to do this again. All right, back to the mirror. Okay, yep, the violin is not parallel. Got to get the violin parallel to the mirror. Moved my feet, got the violin parallel. Make sure the violin's up. Okay, now I'm going to that first piece of tape there. And I look down at the point there. And now I'm going to move the bow slowly. I'm not using any weight. Very, very slow. Just going to the next piece of tape. Again, look at the string first, then the mirror, then move the bow. Check to see if the stick is parallel to the bridge. Now you're learning how to place the bow and move it straight to the next point. So important. It's a very important fundamental thing to be able to do in order to play with a straight bow consistently. This will change your tone. Try to play with the straight bow at least 10 reps a day. 10 reps of placing the bow onto the string and 10 reps of moving the bow. Great. So now for the second thing. The second thing is the contact point, where the bow goes on the string. Don't worry too much about the weight or the speed yet. Again, like we did in the first one, slow and steady is important. So while you're going to practice the second thing, you're going to use the first thing you did, the straight bow, placing the bow, moving the bow, and this time you're going to try to put the bow on the same place on the string every single time. So I just want to give you a really quick explanation of what's happening in between the bridge and the fingerboard. So what's happening is that every violinist has multiple lanes that you can play in from the fingerboard to the bridge. Think of it like a racetrack, like runners running a racetrack. There's multiple lanes, okay? So what you practiced in the first thing was you just starting from the blocks. Now you're learning how to play in one lane, or like you're learning how to run in just one lane. Because if you start running all over the place, you're going to bump into people. It's the same thing in the violin. Except for the violin, each contact point creates a different sound, a different color, or a different dynamic. So the louds and softs. So you could play softer next to the fingerboard and louder next to the bridge. For this exercise, what we're just going to do is play right in the middle of the string. Okay, so like let's say the fingerboard is out of like 1 to 5. This is a 1, and then the bridge is like a 5. So you want to play right in the middle on a 3. So for this exercise, we're going to do the same thing we did in the first exercise, but we're going to add the contact point. Let's go right back to the mirror and try it again. Okay, back to the mirror again. Now, parallel. I got to get the violin parallel. Make sure the violin's parallel to the mirror. Okay, now I'm going to aim for one contact point. Notice I moved it there a little bit because I want to make sure that the contact point was correct. Looking at the mirror, making sure that stick is parallel to the bridge. Okay, do it again, but this time going back to the exact same contact point. Looked at the mirror, but now I'm looking down at the violin. So I'm training myself to see the bow on the string. Keep it very parallel to the bridge. One more time. Now I'm going to look at the mirror. Okay, see that? I moved the contact point because I didn't think it was right where it needed to be. Same thing. Slow bow, slow down bows, straight with the bridge. Great. I want you to do 10 full reps of that exercise. So that means 10 looking at the mirror and 10 looking down at the string. You go back and forth. Mirror look. Violin, mirror. Go back and forth, okay? Very important because it teaches you how to not only feel it in your arm, but also how to see it. So you can see when you're actually playing when the stick is not parallel to the bridge. And then, again, this is where most violinists struggle, most students struggle too. Even I've seen professional violinists do this, is that getting it up to the violin constantly by just looking at it down onto the violin is way more difficult than looking in the mirror. So really focus in on that. So now that you're starting to get these things, you need to learn how to move on to the next skill. What I would suggest is to rate yourself from a 1 to 10 on each skill that you're doing, and then keep stacking your skills. So for these exercises, rate yourself. Well, 1 is going to be maybe the hardest. 10 is going to be the easiest, so it's not as difficult anymore. If you can do like a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you're ready to move on to the next skill. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be something you're really starting to understand. If you're not sure where you are with a skill yet, I work on this every single week live in the Violin Gym. The link is below if you want to check it out. And if this video helped you in any way, just go ahead and hit the subscribe button to get more videos just like this. And it also helps other people get it too. I also put together a free 8-minute warm-up below to help you build this up into your practice routine. Once you can control this, the next step is adding weight and speed. And this will help you achieve a much fuller and more resonant sound. So watch the next video here for that. Train smart, and I'll see you next time.